Alright, what's up everybody? I made a shaky head fishing video the other day and it did not go very well. I got out here and I was stuttering with all my words. It was about to rain. I was trying to hurry. It's about to do that again, but we're going to try it anyway. But this shaky head right here is something I've been having tons of luck on out here. It's really just a last resort when you're bass fishing. You know, usually I like to start out big, start out with frogs, crankbaits, big old Texas rigs flipping, but and then if I'm not getting bit on those, this is something that I switch to and can always produce a bite, it seems. And during the summertime in these small ponds, it works very well. So this is a Strike King jig head, shaky head. It's a 1/4 ounce, and I'm throwing on a big Bass Pro Shop sticko. This is a black with blue flake. And what I'll do is I'll tie this on, of course, to my rod and reel, and I'm fumbling. I'll just go just like this. I go right down the middle. You want to make sure you get it super straight as you can. It's not going to be perfect. Slide it up as much as you can. Ugh, got hair right here. That's gross. Cat hair. And then what I like to do, just come right out. Slide it on up over that keeper, and I fish it just like this. Some guys might want to twirl this around and then put that end of the hook back into the plastic, like, you know, you fish most Texas rig plastics, but I like that hook out. The reason why, I am fishing this on my medium heavy number 13 Omen black rod. This is 7'3", very fast action rod. Actually it's a 7-1, and I got it with my Lews high-speed reel, 17-pound Fluorocarbon. Shaky heads, this is probably, if you're familiar with bass fishing, that's a pretty beefy setup. Most guys are going to throw a medium light or a medium, and they're going to go with a spinning combo, kind of the same thing you would use with the drop shot. But I like a medium heavy, and the reason why is because that is such a big hook. That's a big Gamakatsu hook, and you know, it's not a flipping hook size, it's not a frog hook size, but it's a big hook. With that medium heavy, I can take comfort in knowing that I'm going to be able to get that hook in that fish's mouth and then wrestle him out of the water. So I'm going to go ahead, get started here, see if we can catch something before the rain gets in. Yeah, give you some tips along the way. Alright, so you're probably asking, Matt, how am I going to work this shaky head as I try to get this line out? It's pretty easy. You don't work it like a Texas rig. A Texas rig, you're doing a lot of shaking, a lot of hopping around, and you know, you're not lasting more than a minute or two with your lure in the water. Sometimes with my shaky head, I'll keep it out there for 3, 4, maybe even 5 minutes just in one spot. All right, and that's why this is such a finicky bass lure to use. You know, when those bass are super pressured, they're seeing a lot of the same lures, we're just not biting that day, the bite's slow. This is something you really want to turn to. And all I do is I tighten my line down just a little bit, and I just shake it, barely. You barely want that thing to move, because it's that ball sitting on the bottom with the worm extended up and that tail's moving. You really don't want to cover a whole lot of water real quick with this. Pretty much what happens is I'll feel the bite, I'll reel my slack down, see if my line is moving, and I hammer them home. Other than that though, I mean, this is just super simple. I'm just barely working that rod tip. Now I might, you know, even hop it around or two like a Texas rig. You can do that. I'll get bit sometimes with it, even on the fall. You can flip this bait along docks, along brush piles. Of course, you might want to cover up that hook so it's not exposed and more weedless, but uh-oh, just got hit. Oh, there we go. That's a good one. There he is. I'm gonna see if I can get him in. Get him over these branches. We're gonna go down and get that boy. Woo! That's a good one. Got him good. He's bleeding, unfortunately, but got him right there, just in the mouth. And if you noticed, if you notice with that, I just barely, you will barely feel the fish hit. It's not, sometimes I've even reeled in my slack. He destroyed that worm. Look at that, ripped it in half. Golly, you will go through some stick baits. Yeah, I mean, I barely felt my line move. Barely felt some. Line started moving. Realized he was on, slammed him home. Easy, easy. Nice little 2-pounder, I'd say. Get him back in the water. Put him in over here. Peace out, boy. That was a bass belly flop if there ever was one. Little side bit right here. Golly, he destroyed that. Look at that. That's crazy. Little side bit after you catch a fish like that, and I had to manhandle him. Surprised he didn't break off his, especially the fluorocarbon or braid. Any line really, even mono. Definitely want to retie. Those bass have teeth, believe it or not, and they'll chew on that line, and when that lure's in their mouth, they will chew down on that line. I'm done for the day. Had a blast. Caught that one on my first cast, and then had that blow up near that tree at the end. And probably could have done better. Those bass were going after bluegill like crazy. If I had a swim bait, a crankbait, Olympus crankbait, even like a topwater popper or frog, I probably would have been able to slam. They were just super aggressive. But the whole point of this video was to fish a shaky head, and hopefully I accomplished that. So let me know what lure I should fish next. Summer little bass fishing series here. Maybe 3 people are watching this. I don't know. It's just something fun to do. So keep it real, Matty guys.